Ever wondered what it feels like to be incredibly lucky? Like winning the lottery or dodging a rogue pigeon on the street? Today, we're diving into the stories of the luckiest people alive. From surviving plane crashes to cheating death in the wilderness, these stories will have you on the edge of your seat. So buckle up and get ready to be amazed. Let's do this! First up, we have Frane Selak from Croatia. Frane's brush with luck started in 1962 when he was on a train that derailed and plunged into an icy river. He swam to shore with a broken arm and a few scratches. A year later, Frane was on a plane when a door flew open mid-flight, sucking him out into the sky. He landed in a haystack. He survived a bus crash, 2 car explosions, and to top it all off, he won the lottery. Frane Selak's story is a roller coaster of near-death experiences and unbelievable luck. It's enough to make you question if he has a 4-leaf clover tattooed somewhere we can't see. Our next story takes us to Japan, where we meet Tsutomu Yamaguchi, a man who cheated death not once, but twice. In 1945, Tsutomu was on a business trip to Hiroshima when the city was bombed. Despite being just miles from the blast, he suffered severe burns but miraculously survived. He made his way back to his hometown, Nagasaki, only to find himself caught in the second atomic bombing 3 days later. Despite the immense radiation exposure and injuries, Tsutomu Yamaguchi lived to the ripe old age of 93. His story is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and a stark reminder of the devastating power of nuclear weapons. Get ready for a story of survival that will make you rethink ever complaining about a long layover. In 1971, 17-year-old Julian Kepke was on a flight over the Peruvian Amazon when disaster struck. Lightning struck the plane, tearing it apart mid-air. Julianne, still strapped to her seat, miraculously survived the 10,000-foot plunge. She was injured and alone, stranded in one of the most unforgiving environments on Earth. For 11 days, she battled hunger, exhaustion, and the unknown, navigating the treacherous rainforest with sheer determination. She followed streams, hoping they would lead her to civilization. And guess what? They did. She stumbled upon a group of local fishermen who nursed her back to health. Julian's story is a testament to the power of human resilience and the will to survive against all odds. Chapter 4. The Human Lightning Rod. Roy Sullivan. This park ranger from Virginia holds the Guinness World Record for being struck by lightning the most times, 7 times. His electrifying encounters started in 1942 and continued for over 3 decades. He was zapped while driving, hiking, even standing in his own kitchen. Each time, he walked away with burns, singed hair, and one heck of a story. Roy's story is a shocking example of how some people just seem to attract the extraordinary, even if it comes in the form of thousands of volts of electricity. Chapter 5. The Miracle in the Sky. Vesna Vulovic. In 1972, Vesna Vulovic, a flight attendant from Serbia, found herself at the center of an aviation mystery when her plane exploded mid-air. Vesna was thrown from the wreckage, plummeting 33,000 feet towards the Earth. She landed in a snowy forest, her body cushioned by a food cart and a piece of the plane's tail. She was found hours later by a woodsman who heard her cries. Vesna had suffered a fractured skull, broken bones, and was temporarily paralyzed, but she was alive. Her survival defied all medical expectations and earned her a place in the Guinness Book of World Records for the highest fall survived without a parachute. Chapter 6. 3 days underwater, Harrison O'Keefe. In 2013, the tugboat Harrison was working on capsized off the coast of Nigeria. Harrison, a cook on the tugboat, was in the bathroom when the disaster struck. He found himself trapped in an air pocket, with the weight of the ocean pressing down on him. Days turned into nights, and hope began to dwindle. The air grew thick and heavy, the silence deafening. He was surrounded by the bodies of his crewmates, a constant reminder of the tragedy that had unfolded. But just when his hope began to fade, a glimmer of light pierced the darkness. Divers, searching for bodies, spotted Harrison's hand reaching out from a small air pocket. After 72 agonizing hours, Harrison was pulled from the wreckage, a survivor against all odds. Our next story takes us into the world of high-energy physics, where we meet Anatoly Bugorsky, a Russian scientist who had a close encounter of the particle kind. In 1978, Anatoly was working on a particle accelerator, a machine that smashes atoms together at incredible speeds. While working on the U-70 synchrotron, a powerful particle accelerator, Anatoly leaned in to check a malfunctioning piece of equipment. Little did he know, a safety mechanism had failed, and a beam of high-energy protons, invisible to the naked eye, was about to shoot through his head. He later described seeing a flash brighter than 1,000 suns, but felt no pain at the time. The beam, traveling close to the speed of light, passed straight through his head, leaving a tiny entry wound and an even tinier exit wound. Now you might think being struck by a beam of subatomic particles would be an instant death sentence, but Anatoly defied the odds. Chapter 8. The Skydiver Who Fell from the Sky, Michael Holmes. Michael Holmes, a professional skydiver, had jumped out of planes thousands of times, his parachute always opening, guiding him safely back to Earth. But in 2006, fate had other plans. During a routine jump, disaster struck. His main parachute malfunctioned, sending him spiraling towards the Earth at 120 miles per hour. With only seconds to spare, Michael deployed his reserve parachute, but even that got tangled. He braced for impact, the ground just a few hundred feet away. Miraculously, he crashed through the branches of a tree, breaking his fall and saving his life. He walked away with a broken back and a dislocated shoulder, but lived to tell the tale. Chapter 9. Lost in the Sahara, Mauro Prosperi. The Sahara Desert, a vast expanse of sand and scorching sun, is one of the harshest environments on Earth. In 1994, Mauro Prosperi, an Italian police officer and marathon runner, faced this challenge during the Marathon des Sables, a grueling 6-day, 155-mile ultramarathon across the Sahara Desert. A sandstorm separated him from the other runners, leaving him disoriented and alone. Days turned into nights as Mauro wandered aimlessly, his water supply dwindling, his body pushed to its absolute limit. He encountered sandstorms that blotted out the sun, leaving him with no sense of direction. Hunger gnawed at his stomach, and dehydration played tricks on his mind. But Mauro refused to give up. He used his compass and his knowledge of the stars to navigate, his determination fueled by a primal urge to survive. Chapter 10. Twice blessed Bill Morgan. Meet Bill Morgan, an Australian truck driver whose life took a dramatic turn not once, but twice. In 1998, Bill suffered a near-fatal heart attack. He was clinically dead for 14 minutes, his heart refusing to beat. Doctors managed to revive him, but he was in a coma. After 12 days, his family made the heart-wrenching decision to switch off his life support, but Bill had other plans. He miraculously woke up, his heart beating strong once more. A year later, still recovering from his ordeal, Bill bought a scratch-off lottery ticket on a whim. And guess what? He won a car! A local news team heard about Bill's incredible story and invited him to recreate the moment he bought the winning ticket. They handed him another scratch-off ticket, and as he scratched it live on camera, he realized he had won again. This time, the prize was even bigger, $250,000. Wow, can you believe those stories? We've journeyed from the depths of the ocean to the heart of the Amazon, from atomic bomb blasts to the inside of a particle accelerator. These stories of luck, survival, and sheer determination remind us that life is full of surprises. So the next time you're feeling down on your luck, remember these incredible individuals. Let their stories inspire you to embrace the unknown, to never give up hope, and to always believe in the power of the human spirit. If you enjoyed these incredible stories, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more amazing content.